How do everyone, and welcome back to Royville in 4Color. My name is Stefan, and I've been doing shorter videos. Haven't been doing like the 13, 14 comics, and I'm kind of digging it. I don't know if I'm going to keep it up after I catch up, but it's kind of fun to just read a few comics and then immediately just do a video about them when they're fresh in my mind. So, without further ado, I've got 3 comics for you. All right, here we go. The first one is maybe not so much for the kids on that cover, but at least they're clothed. Yeah, this is Vampirella Rage Dracula. I would call it Vampirella Dracula Rage, but I mean, it's Vampirella Rage Dracula. So yeah, maybe a comma or something, but yeah. This is issue number 6. It's written by Christopher Priest and the art is by Christian Rosado, and I love this art. Look at that. That is great. Yeah. So the whole thing was basically Vampirella going after Dracula, the father of her son, and trying to figure out what he's doing because her son was killed. And she got very upset. She was killing some cultists. And then at the beginning of this issue, she is on Draculon, her home planet, because Dracula has gone there to play the cello. I don't know. He had this big plan to be at peace, I guess, and Draculon was the place he was going to do it, so he was just playing the cello for a bunch of not vampire people. Okay. Great plan, and yeah, so he had relations with Vampirella so she could have a kid. Then when she had a kid, he needed the kid to get killed because he needed Vampirella to go after them so that she would bleed and he could get... Really, this plan is way too much. But anyway, it all came to fruition. He can play the cello on the Dark World. Okay, so we come to find out, however, that it was all a plot by Lilith, possibly? Vampirella's mother, because she needed Dracula to have relations with... Yeah, these people, vampires are master planters. Planters? Oh, okay. Let's start that over. Vampires are master planners, I guess. Machinations on machinations on machinations. So, yeah. So, at the end of this issue, this whole series was a prelude to what happens in the Vampirella comic that started with number 666, and it goes on from there. I wasn't liking that because it was so strange. I wish I would have known to read all of this first. Seriously, look at that. Yeah. Now it goes into its what? Machinations on machinations, I guess. So Christopher Priest, the writer, needed Lilith to do her plan with her daughter so that Dracula could do his plan with Vampirella and have relations so that... Yeah, I really liked the story, though. It was really good. Now I'm wondering why I did. At least it makes the current run of Vampirella more interesting. And look at these character designs. I just love them. All right. That was Vampirella Rage, Dracula. The next one I have for you is Conan the Barbarian, number 10. And for some reason, this cover's off to me. I'm not sure why I don't like it as much. Let me get a little closer. Maybe it's kind of anime style. I don't know. If you think it's anime style, let me know in the comments. But that being said, I still love the read. And the art inside is not really like the cover. So this is written by Jim Zub, and the art is by Rob De La Torre. And it's great. So Conan is still back in time, hanging out with Kull the Conqueror, another Howard character, and Kull is having some nightmare dreams, some prophetic dreams, and he needs to go to his homeland of Atlantis. So he gets Conan together with some of his Red Slayers. I love the names of groups in Conan, just so you're aware. Get some of these people together. They go on a boat ride. This is awesome. They go on a boat ride, and then they get to Atlantis, and something crazy happens. Jim Zub is great on the cliffhanger in basically every issue. I cannot wait for the next one. This actually, too, was not only just a Conan story, it was a really good Kull the Conqueror story. I love that it just seemed seamless. I love that he's giving this other Howard character some time in the spotlight, and he doesn't even need to make it another book. So, thanks, Jim. Keep it up. All right. So, the last one I have for you, I almost was going to do a one-shot because it is by far an amazing book, and I'm sorry I'm not going to do it justice here, but I'm going to try. Little family photo. How cute. This is The Penguin number 9, written by Tom King, and the art is by Raphael De La Torre. And yeah, Raphael De La Torre, Rob De La Torre. If you know if they're the same guy, leave it in the comments. Okay, or if they're related, maybe they're brothers. Okay, so Batman interrogates a guy with polar bears. Well, no, man, Batman, you're all about the bluff. What are you doing? No, if you don't tell me, I'm just going to leave these polar bears to eat you. I'm Batman. Oh, I always do that wrong. I'm Batman. Yeah. So, yeah. Freaking polar bears. Where did he get these polar bears? Did he just go to the Bat Zoo? I mean, is there a little area in the Batcave where he just has all these animals that he can... The Catman. Maybe he has that tiger. Yeah, so he has a tiger, he's got some polar bears, he's got some monkeys, all being guarded by Ace the Bat Hound, or the Detective Hound, the Bat Dog, whatever. So yeah, maybe he has that in his bat cave. He has the Bat Zoo. Good thing he has that bat shark repellent. All right, so I love this book. If you get one book this week, month, whatever, you need to be getting, well, there's a bunch of other books you need to be getting too, but Number one for me right now is the Penguin. It is a great, great feast for the eyes. I mean, okay, look at this picture. That is a great noir, dark Penguin and Batman picture all rolled into one. So yeah, the story is great. And I've always said that Tom King loves his words. This book has none of that. It is kind of wordy, but I think it is the perfect blend of words and art. And King and Raphael, please keep this up. Now, granted, your book is amazing, but please keep this up. It is a great crime story, and my gosh, the Penguin is the best Batman Bruce Wayne book out there right now. It is great. He is a detective. He's not taking any guff. The art, the way they draw him is amazing. And Batman is trying to be duped by not only the Penguin, but the feds. What? Yeah, this is a great book. It is beautiful. And by the way, I've talked about this before. You know, Gotham police are just ridiculously corrupt. But seriously, I don't know if you can read these words. But so a bunch of people die, and there's part of the police department that goes and basically notifies the next of kin. These police officers, Gordon says, are doing that and then selling these people phony insurance. Really? How corrupt do you need to be? Wow. Seriously. Yeah. Well, that all being said, this is just a great book. And at the end of it, I almost teared up for Cobblepot. And you need to read it to see why. All right, everyone. That's it. Those are the 3 books I have for you. Amazing reads this time. 2 of my favorites, Conan and the Penguin. Vampirella Rage Dracula was not a pushover either. So, yeah. Remember what your mom always said. If you gotta be a dick, be a Grayson. Thanks, everyone. Keep reading.